Even before I could drive, before I had a driver's license, when I would come home from school, I was only looking at pictures of one car. That was my favorite. I was dreaming day and night of a 2000 Audi S4. It was a 2.7 turbo at the time, the light blue color, and I really wanted one. I like begged my parents for it. But at the time they had a 2000 Honda Accord. That was their car. They gifted it to me when I got a driver's license after I was driving it for a while already. Not a big deal. I know they love me. They wanted what's best for me. They didn't have the money for this for, and they weren't going to buy me a performance car anyway, so whatever. Not a big deal. So I was looking around on eBay, and I came across a 2000 Audi S4, white, with some performance modifications, which probably caused the engine to fail, because the guy I know was taking it to drag strips and racetracks and here and there, and he was probably flooring it between lights. So he actually broke the engine, and he took it to a shop. They took the engine out of it. They stripped, all the front end parts to get to the engine stuff. They told him that he needs a new engine. He said, "No, screw it. I'm just going to get rid of it." So we were emailing back and forth. As soon as I saw it, I loved it. I loved the white color. He listed it for sale. Buy it now for like 13 and a half grand or something. Then he took it down to like 12, 11. He still wasn't getting it, but in this whole time, we're emailing back and forth, and I'm kind of like trying to lowball him, but at the same time, like not piss him off, and have him like just block me or ignore me. You have to like really walk that fine line. So we're emailing back and forth, and I'm telling him, well, and it's this, and instead it's going to cost this much, it's going to cost that much, I can just buy it, I showed him some other ones that were selling on Facebook Marketplace, because I think at that time he was still asking like 12, 13, and I told him, I don't want to lowball you, but look, there's this 2010 S4 with 80,000 miles that you just get in and you drive away for sale and locally on Facebook Marketplace for like 14 grand. And I was like, dude, it's not worth it, because an engine itself is 4 grand, so I'm not going to buy your car for 12 and then get the engine and then, pay for the labor, do the labor myself, whatever. He doesn't know how I'm going to get it done. But, it doesn't make sense to do all that, go through all that, and then have your car come out costing way more than the car I can pick up today and drive home and drive around town. So, I kind of like, I always take that approach. I think like you kind of, makes people see that I'm not just lowballing them to lowball them. There's other options out there. And if they want to make the sale, then they kind of have to work with me a little bit and kind of understand where I'm coming from. So that's always the approach I take when I do my negotiations. So I think I was really trying to get it for 9 grand, and he was including a lot of stock parts, a lot of performance parts with the car. And so I started throwing ideas of, you could keep this, you could sell that, I don't need this, I don't need that, and trying to beat him up on the price that way. So I was really trying to get it for, I think the last offer I sent him was 9 grand, and you keep VATCOM, because I already had it and I didn't need it. So I said, look, if you can sell the VATCOM, 9 grand, you can, and I'll take the car. He came back with his counter of 9.5 grand, and he keeps the VATCOM. And I didn't know how much further I could push him. Maybe I could have pushed him more. I probably could have pushed him more when I picked up the car and I saw that the windshield was broken, because that was not advertised. I was not aware of that. But honestly, I was so excited picking up the car, I just completely forgot and like looked past all that stuff and just grabbed the car and like left out of there. So, but we agreed at $9,500 for the car, with all the parts, with all the stock parts, which I could sell some of them. I could take some of them off and sell them if I wanted to make some of that money back. So I woke up in the early morning, I borrowed my friend's truck, borrowed his trailer, went down there, went down to PA, 4 hours away, picked up the S4. I am literally soaked right now, and I don't even care, because look at the sick deal I got. Packed her up, all ready to go. Stock parts, rims. Got a whole truck full of parts. Got more parts back here. Let's get out of here. I kind of already had a plan of how I was going to fix it. I knew I was going to buy another S4 on an insurance auction like Copart or IAAI, and I was going to try to part it out and sell enough money in parts to make that engine be free for me. So I was already like, before I even went down to pick up this S4, I'm already in auction looking at S4s that I think are beyond repair, or I think someone isn't going to try to fix, that are damaged so bad, from multiple sides and stuff like that. I already had a bunch on my watch list, just waiting for them to come up, waiting for their dates to come up. So, but I didn't buy one before I went to pick up this one because I don't want to take that risk. Like, well, what if I buy this parts car and I don't end up getting here, I end up walking away because there's something else that I noticed. So I had to go get this car first, get this white S4 first, before I bought the parts car. Right now, I'm just going to pick up the car. I'm buying this car. I'm super excited. I'm going to document the process of fixing it. It's going to be fast motion probably, not too detailed. You know, it's basically buying a parts car, dropping an engine into it, and then driving it out of the shop. So it's going to be pretty simple and straightforward, but I'm going to make some videos, some commentaries about owning my long time awaited dream car. Waited 15 years for this. Here we are. So stay tuned.